Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. A lot of people, including myself, are waiting anxiously for the announcement of the Nikon D7200's successor, the upgrade to the D7200. Might be called the 7300, might be called the D7500, might be called the D7600, or Nikon could hit us with something we weren't even thinking for the name. But I'm very curious to see what it's going to be, and we have a question here from a viewer regarding that and whether they should wait for the update. This is from Ida Carlson, and they write in and they say, hey, I just have a quick question that you probably heard 1,000 times already, haha. Is it worth it to wait for the update of the D7200? I'm very interested and impressed with the D7200, and that is the one I've been thinking of getting. Maybe it's difficult to predict, but what price do you think the update will have? Will it be way higher than the 7200? I'm not interested to pay a high price for a camera with only a few updates. I mean, the 7200 is a great camera. Is still a great camera. And then we have in a good response from one of our regular viewers. DS Techie is the YouTube username. The D7300 will feature the same sensor as in the D7200, D7100, so only improvements will be marginal in bells and whistles and perhaps in video. There might be a fall in price of the D7200 after the D7300 is released. Most important, more important than the body, is to try and get good glass. Even the D7100 is okay to extract maximum quality from the 24 megapixel sensor. So, some great feedback in by way of an answer there from DS Techie, and a great question from Ida. What are we going to be getting in the D7300, or whatever it's going to be called, the D7200 successor? The price, I'm guessing, will be $14.99. That's what I'm guessing. Might be $15.99. It'd be either $14.99 to $15.99. That's my guess on the price. Okay? Worth it for the additional? Well, that depends. First of all, are you just primarily into stills, or do you do video as well, and does video really weigh into your decision? Because here's the thing. Here's the clincher. The D7200 successor, the 73, 75, 76, whatever we're going to call it, has to be a 4K camera with a Vari-Angle LCD, and quite likely, I think it needs to be a higher megapixel sensor. I think it needs all of these things to remain relevant and competitive for Nikon. Canon's scared to do this. They didn't do it with the 80D. Canon didn't do it with the EOS M5. They should have. They even crippled the 4K in the 5D Mark IV, which is a very expensive camera by comparison, because they're scared to put good features into their lower product line. Nikon can carve themselves a niche and get a really good seller here by doing this. They shouldn't be scared of it. You've already got competitors in the Panasonic. I mean, the G7 can be had for under $500 recently, and still, I think, with rebates and gift cards. And it does beautiful 4K and shoots great photography. So Nikon needs to hedge the bleeding from Nikon, and from Canon too. Canon should do this as well. But the best thing Nikon could do is to knock it out of the park with the D7200 successor, and it should be a 30 or 36 megapixel camera. It should be 4K, and it should have a Vari-Angle LCD. Now, with all those features, I'm going to buy one. Will you buy one? Is it worth the added price? I don't know. The price very likely could fall, as DS Techie said. It will, actually. It will once it's out. That just happens all the time. But if you're shooting primarily photos, we have to wait to see what other features are there and whatnot. It may inherit the D500's autofocus system. It may not. But maybe there's not enough there if you're just shooting photos, because the 7200 is a very good camera, as you mentioned. So it may be a better deal for you to buy the 7200 and invest in good glass. On the other hand, if you're into video and the features are what I'm saying they need to be, what I really hope Nikon will do, then you may very well want to consider that, because for the added price, I think it's going to be a real value. And I hope Nikon makes me right. I hope we're going to look at this and go, hey, you nailed it on those. Please, Nikon. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with what I think the price point's going to be? Do you agree with what I think about the added features, the bigger resolution in the sensor, the 4K, the Vari-Angle LCD? What do you guys think? And what do you think Ida should do here? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think and your reasons why. Let's help out Ida. And thanks, Ida. Thanks for DS Techie as well for your answer to her. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.